This is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. So, yes, I'm laying down and snuggled, and I refuse to move right now. But I still want to record a brief message of encouragement. And the encouragement is to be free, live within your truth. Life is short and unpredictable. But the one thing that's a buffer and a comfort in this world where sometimes it can be hard to make the right connections or be in the right places authentically. Like, of course, you can be in a room full of people and be doing a whole bunch of things, but really, really connecting with yourself, not just following and chasing things, but moving in the flow of who you are. Um, and the only way that you're going to be in alignment with that is if you challenge yourself to take that risk and shed your skin and let your soul come through. Be true to who you are. And if you're in a surrounding or environment where that's not accepting of you and you start to see people and things shift away from you, don't be discouraged. That just means that you are calibrating to your truth, to your soul. And there are whole new experiences waiting to show you more expansion, but from authenticity and not just from a bunch of activity and pursuing things that have no connection to the truth of who you are. So it's also very clarifying that when you stand and you embrace yourself, it's a feeling like no other. It really is. It's like all the things that you were doing. You were like paddling and beating the air and doing the tap dance with the top hat and the cane. And now you don't have to do anything extra. Now everything that you do is you. And that's a freeing feeling. That is the most free and liberating and empowering feeling. Just to flow in your truth. And as you do that, you start seeing confirmations of like-mindedness around you. People who are saying the same things, people who feel the same way, and you think, oh, I held myself in this place for so long, thinking I didn't want to lose anyone. I didn't want to, whatever the fears are that, I didn't want to feel rejected. I didn't want to be weird. I didn't want to be attacked, whatever it may have been. When you finally do step over that threshold, you see that everything else was an illusion. And the truth that is in you is now expressed around you. But you have to first take that step. So anybody who's feeling like a burning in their soul, I really feel like, everybody's been complaining about this pandemic. And it's like, what? This is the most clarifying time. I think it was difficult for people because I don't think if this would have occurred, people would have been propelled to even think in that way because they would have just been doing the same thing, running around the gerbil wheel and, you know, um, taking multiple turns on a merry-go-round and not feeling the need to stop. But then when they had to stop and it wasn't in their control, then they started to look around and be like, what in the world? Then you had to look at yourself. You had to look at what you were connected to and what you were surrounding to. And I feel like that paved the way for people to really start questioning things within themselves. So if this has caused something in you to shift and for you to question the things that you were doing now that things are opening up, it's like, do I go back to doing the things that I was doing or do I go deeper? Do I take that risk? Do I take that leap and move into the things that have always been burning in my heart? My answer to you is yes. Do exactly that. I feel like this was a reset for people who wanted to view it as a reset. For those who, was scratching at the door and now it's just running out there haphazardly, I guess they'll wind up continuing to do what they do. But for those who this created a seismic soul shift, and now may even feel a little lost, like, oh, do I do this thing again? It's not even in me anymore. I've been there. And that is really the catalyst to set things in motion. So follow that desire, follow that dream, follow that longing and that yearning in you. That's the seed that produces the sprout, that produces the tree, that produces the fruit. Be well and be blessed.